everyone, and welcome back. Today we're watching a horror movie. We're watching The Silence of the Lambs. I'm really excited. This is like the original movie about Hannibal Lecter, I believe. It's with Anthony Hopkins, who is amazing. So that's one of the reasons why I'm so excited, because I know that the actor is great. I'm not sure if it was like an adaptation or if it's a movie and it's a part of the whole like Hannibal Lecter thing, because I'll call it an adaptation. You guys can let me know if it's not, but I'm pretty sure it was about Hannibal Lecter, and the actor is called his name is Gaspar. It's from the 2000s. Like, I was very young when I saw this movie, and probably shouldn't have at that age, but still. I did see that, so I'm excited. If this is the original, then it'll be fun. I'm very happy this one won this week, so yeah. I know there's a lot of references in pop culture. I think it's a psychological horror movie, right? He's a cannibal, that we know. And it's like an interview type of thing with Clarice. You know, I have an idea. I'm just excited to see like the way the movie goes and stuff, and yeah. So as usual, if you want to see the whole reaction, there'll be a link to my Patreon in the description. You can also vote for the movies that I watch every week, so if you're interested, just go have a look. If not, it's totally fine. The movies will still show up here every Friday, so let's get into it. FBI.
Darling! Crawford wants to see you in his office.
Thank you, sir.
It's a lot of running. He's so tiny. All the people he killed.
A job's come up, and I thought about you. Not a job, really, more of an interesting errand. Sit down. Grilled me pretty hard, as I recall, on the Bureau of Civil Rights record in the Hoover years. I gave you an A.
A-, sir.
We're interviewing all the serial killers now in custody for a psychobehavioral profile. Be a real help in unsolved cases. You spook easily, Starling?
Not yet, sir.
See, the one we want most refuses to cooperate. I want you to go after him again today in the asylum.
Who's the subject?
The psychiatrist, Hannibal Lecter.
Hannibal the cannibal.
I don't expect him to talk to you, so if he won't cooperate, I want just straight reporting. How's he look? How's his cell look? Is he sketching, drawing? If he is, what's he sketching? Be very careful with Hannibal Lecter. And you're to tell him nothing personal, Starling. Believe me, you don't want Hannibal Lecter inside your head. Just do your job, but never forget what he is.
And what is that?
Oh, he's a monster.
I'm so excited.
From a research point of view, Lecter is our most prized asset.
I bet.
You know, we get a lot of detectives here, but I must say I can't ever remember one as attractive. Will you be in Baltimore overnight? Because this can be quite a fun town if you have the right guide.
Settle down, Jim Carrey.
Dr. Chilton.
Crawford's very clever, isn't he, using you?
What do you mean, sir?
I don't believe Lecter's even seen a woman in 8 years. And oh, are you ever his taste, so to speak.
I graduated from UVA, doctor. It is not a charm school.
Good, then you should be able to remember the rules. On the afternoon of July 8, 1981, he complained of chest pains and was taken to the dispensary. His mouthpiece and restraints were removed for an EKG. When the nurse leaned over him, he did this to her.
Bit her?
Managed to reset her jaw, more or less, save one of her eyes. His pulse never got above 85, even when he ate her tongue.
If Lecter feels that you're his enemy, then, well, maybe we'll have more luck if I go in by myself. What do you think?
Get out
I
of
might have
here.
suggested this in my office and saved me the time.
I would have missed the pleasure of your company, sir.
When she's finished, bring her out.
I would be so intrigued. Like, this is the line of work that I'm interested in, actually. Forensics and stuff. I watch true crime on a daily basis.
He told you don't get near the glass.
Yes, you did, Clarice Starling.
I'll be watching. You'll do fine.
Okay. He's the only one behind glass. Guess that makes sense. Don't want him try to... Damn. Hey, buddy.
You're one of Jack Crawford's, aren't you? May I see your credentials? Closer, please. Closer. That expires in 1 week. You're not real FBI, are you?
I'm still in training at the academy.
Jack Crawford sent a trainee to me.
Yes, I'm a student. I'm
He's
here to learn from you.
so excited.
Maybe you can decide for yourself whether or not I'm qualified enough to do that.
Tell me, what did Miggs say to you?
He said, I can smell your cunt.
I see. I myself cannot. You use Evian skin cream. Sometimes you wear lead at home, but not today.
Did you do all these drawings, Doctor?
That is the Duomo scene from
Doctor?
the Belvedere.
Perhaps you'd care to lend us your view on this questionnaire, sir.
Oh, no. You were doing fine. You had been courteous and receptive to courtesy. Now this ham-handed segue into your questionnaire, it won't do.
I'm only asking you to look at this, Doctor. Either you will or you won't.
Jack Crawford must be very busy indeed. Busy hunting that new one, Buffalo Bill. What a naughty boy he is. Why do you think he removes their skins, Agent Starling?
Most serial killers keep some sort of trophies from their victims.
I didn't.
No.
You
No,
ate
you
them.
You send that through now.
The wink.
You know what you look like to me with your good bag and your cheap shoes? You look like a rube.
It's a rube.
Good nutrition's given you some length of bone, but you're not more than one generation from poor white trash, are you, Agent Starling? Well, you could only dream of getting out, getting all the way to the apple pie.
You see a lot, Doctor. Or are you strong enough to point that high-powered perception at yourself? Why don't you look at yourself and write down what you see? Maybe you're afraid to.
A census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. You fly back to school now, little Starling. Fly.
I bit my wrist. Look at the blood! Gotcha! Mate! You stupid fuck! Agent Starling! Come back! Agent Starling!
Look deep within yourself, Clarice Starling. Go seek out Miss Moffat, an old patient of mine.
Go now!
Oh my god. He threw... That was semen, right? Ugh. I didn't know he was a doctor.
Daddy!
Hey, Clarice.
Oh.
Did you get any bad guys today, Daddy?
No, Angel, they all got away today.
Oh, he's a psychiatrist. Oh. Yeah, okay, that's truly dangerous then.
Miggs is dead.
Dad? How?
The orderly heard Lecter whispering to him all afternoon and Miggs crying. They found him at bed check. He'd swallowed his own tongue. Starling?
Yeah, I'm still here, sorry.
Lecter did it to amuse himself.
I figured he's from Baltimore, and I looked in the phone book, and there's a yourself storage facility right outside of downtown Baltimore, sir. Stuck. If this door should fall down or anything else, you call them if anything should happen.
Yes, Miss.
Oh my god. Next time she sees him, he's gonna be like, you have a wound on your leg. That's a big storage unit. Okay. Is that a real head?
It's an anagram, isn't it, Doctor?
Oh.
Hester Moffat, the rest of me.
Miss, the rest of me? Meaning that you rented that garage?
Shit. Because she's wet.
Your bleeding has stopped. You asked me about Buffalo Bill.
Do you know something about him?
I might if I saw the case file. You could get that for me.
Why don't we talk about Miss Moffat? You wanted me to find him.
His real name is Benjamin Rasbell, a former patient of mine. I did not kill him, I assure you, merely tucked him away very much as I found him after he'd missed 3 appointments.
But if you didn't kill him, then who did, sir?
Who can say? Best thing for him, really. His therapy was going nowhere. You think Jack Crawford wants you sexually? Do you think he visualizes scenarios, exchanges, fucking you?
That doesn't interest me, Doctor. Frankly, it's the sort of thing that Miggs would say.
Not anymore.
What happened to your drawings?
Punishment, you see, for Miggs.
What do you mean by fledgling killer? Are you saying that he's killed again?
I'm offering you a psychological profile of Buffalo Bill based on the case evidence. I'll help you catch him, Clarice.
Tell me who decapitated your patient, Doctor.
All good things to those who wait. How long can you and old Jackie boy wait? Our little Billy must already be searching for that next special lady.
That's Dr. Han. Oh no, she's gonna get killed.
Hey, little cheaper.
Keep walking.
Can I help you with that?
Would you?
Sure.
You look kind of handicapped.
Yeah. I got it this far, I just can't get it up in the truck. So, yeah.
It's an odd thing to say. I get that it's his hand, but
That's good. I really
no.
appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Dude, she has a cat to get to.
Good. Oh, good. Good.
All the mutilation you see there is post-mortem. Okay, 3 days. Then he shoots them, skins them, and dumps them. Each body in a different river.
You haven't mentioned anything about the information contained in my report or Dr. Lecter's offer, sir.
Considering it.
That's why you sent me in there, isn't it? To get his help on Buffalo Bill, sir?
If I'd sent you in there with an actual agenda, Lecter would have known it instantly. He would have toyed with you, then turned to stone.
That's a good point. Yeah. Even now, he could still be fucking with her.
This type of sex crime has certain aspects I just as soon discuss in private.
Dr. Egan's from the chapel.
Yes, sir. Starling, we're back here.
I know that y'all brought her this far and that her folks would thank you if they could for your kindness and your sensitivity. Go on now, let us take care of her. Go on now. Thank you.
Skin from her back is missing?
Glitter nail polish. It looks like town to me. 2 of her fingernails are broken off, and there's dirt or grit under them. She's got something in her throat.
So it's not the girl that we saw getting attacked. It's the one that they were talking about before, right?
That's a bug cocoon. There's no way that could get way down in there like that.
Unless somebody shoved it in there.
Ew.
What do you make of these?
Different configuration than the other victims. They're close-ups.
Victim's skin removed.
I told that sheriff we shouldn't talk in front of a woman. That really burned you, didn't it? It was just smoke, darling. I had to get rid of him.
Matters, Mr. Crawford. Cops look at you to see how to act. Matters.
Yep.
Point taken.
Fair, you lured him with produce.
Tough noogies. Still my turn. Nice and slow, baby.
If the beetle moves one of your men, does that still count?
Of course it counts. How do you play?
Agent Starling?
Sorry, that made me laugh.
Practically.
They're like bug experts.
Agent Starling, meet Mr. Acherontius Styx, better known to his friends as the Death's Head Moth. Now, somebody grew this guy, fed him honey and nightshade, kept him warm. Somebody loved him.
She's still alive. That was the pattern that he cuts the skin.
Answer me, please!
Oh my God.
I know you can feel love and compassion. You have a wonderful chance to show the whole world that you can be merciful as well as strong, that you're big enough to treat Catherine better than the world has treated you.
He doesn't
You
care.
have that power. My daughter is Catherine.
Boy, that's smart.
Release her unharmed.
Jesus, that's really smart. She sees Catherine as a person and not just an object. It's harder to tear her up.
Please.
Not for psychopaths, though.
This is the number for the U.S. Attorney's Office. Please, either you discuss this with him or you let me do my job. You understand? Senator promises you a transfer to the VA hospital at Oneida Park, New York, with a view of the woods nearby. 1 week of the year, you get to leave the hospital. You may walk on the beach. You may swim in the ocean for up to 1 hour. Copy of the Buffalo Bill case file. Catherine Martin dies, you get nothing.
If I help you, Clarice, it will be turns with us, too. Quid pro quo. I tell you things, you tell me things. Not about this case, though. About yourself. Quid pro quo. Yes or no?
Go, Doctor.
What is your worst memory of childhood?
Death
Her
of my father.
father.
One night he surprised 2 burglars coming out of the back of a drugstore.
He shot him.
They shot him.
You're very frank, Clarice. I think it would be quite something to know you in private life.
Quid pro quo, Doctor. She had an object deliberately inserted into her throat. Now, that hasn't been made public yet. We don't know what it means.
Is it a butterfly?
The cocoon.
Yes, a moth. Just like the one we found in Benjamin Raspail's head an hour ago. Why does he place them there, Doctor?
The significance of the moth is change. Caterpillar into chrysalis or pupa, from thence into beauty. Our Billy wants to change too. So close to the way you're going to catch him. Do you realize that?
No, tell me why.
After your father's murder, you were orphaned. What happened next? I don't imagine the answer is on those second-rate shoes, Clarice.
I went to live with my mother's cousin.
He keeps roasting her shoes.
Was it a cattle ranch?
I ran away.
Why, Clarice? Did the rancher make you perform fellatio? Did he sodomize you?
No. He was a very decent man.
I wouldn't be surprised if Billy had applied for sex reassignment at one or all of them and been rejected.
On what basis would they reject him?
Look for severe childhood disturbances associated with violence. Our Billy wasn't born a criminal, Clarice. He was made one through years of systematic abuse. Billy hates his own identity, you see, and he thinks that makes him a transsexual. But his pathology is 1,000 times more savage and more terrifying.
It rubs the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again. Now it places the lotion in the basket.
It. Keeps saying it. Yes, he does see her as an object.
Put the fucking lotion in the basket!
Finger or nail? The other girl?
You still think you're gonna walk on some beach and see the birdies? No, I don't think so. There never was a deal with Senator Martin, but there is now. Of course, I worked in a few conditions for my own benefit as well. Identified Buffalo Bill. Answer me, Hannibal. You answer me now.
Damn, he's in the room with him?
His first name is Louis. Not till the rest of the senator herself, but only in Tennessee. And I have a few conditions of my own.
Transferred. Did you have a trainee make some sort of phony offer to Lecter in the senator's name? Yeah, I rolled the dice. I had to. Well, she's mad as hell, Jack.
It really wasn't a real deal.
Welcome to Memphis, Dr. Lecter. The sign right here will have us a legal transfer.
I think it's funny that they still call him doctor. I mean, he's a doctor, but he's a prisoner now. Like they wouldn't call him doctor.
Dr. Hannibal Lecter.
I won't waste your time or Catherine's time bargaining for petty privileges. Clarice Starling and that awful Jack Crawford have wasted far too much time already. I only pray they haven't doomed the poor girl. Buffalo Bill's real name is Louis Friend. Referred to me in April or May 1980 by my patient Benjamin Raspail. They were lovers, you see. But Raspail had become very frightened. Tell me, Senator, did you nurse Catherine yourself?
What?
Did you breastfeed her? Toughened your nipples, didn't it?
Oh, son of a bitch.
Amputate a man's leg and he can still feel it tickling. Tell me, Mom, when your little girl is on the slab, where will it tickle you?
Take this thing back to Baltimore.
He'd be about 35 now. He said he lived in Philadelphia, but may have lied. That's all I can remember, Mom. But if I think of any more, I will let you know. Oh, and Senator, just one more thing. Love your suit.
I can tell you now that
He's
in
so
a meeting earlier
creepy.
this evening with...
Is it true what they're saying? Some kind of vampire?
They don't have a name for what it is.
You do know the rules, ma'am?
Whoa. that his paintings?
Good evening, Clarice.
I thought you might like your drawings back, Doctor. Just until you get your view. You were telling me the truth back in Baltimore, sir. Please continue now.
Everything you need to find him is right there in those pages. First, principles, Clarice. Simplicity.
He kills women.
No, that is incidental. What is the first and principal thing he does? What needs does he serve by killing? He covets. We begin by coveting what we see every day. Don't you feel eyes moving over your body, Clarice? And don't your eyes seek out the things you want?
All right, yes.
It's your turn to tell me, Clarice. You don't have any more vacations to Sal. Why did you leave that ranch? Then something woke you, didn't it? Was it a dream? What was it?
I heard a strange noise.
What was it?
It was screaming. I crept up into the barn.
What did you see, Clarice? What did you see?
Lambs. They were screaming.
They were slaughtering the spring lambs?
They were screaming. I opened the gate to their pen, but they wouldn't run. They just stood there, confused. They wouldn't run.
But you could, and you did, didn't you?
Took one lamb and I ran away as fast as I could.
Where were you going, Clarice?
I don't know. I didn't have any food, any water, and it was very cold. I thought if I could save just one, but he was so heavy.
Did she eat the lamb?
I didn't get more than a few miles when the sheriff's called
Okay.
me up. Rancher was so angry, he sent me to live at the Lutheran orphanage in Postman. I never saw the ranch again.
You still wake up sometimes, don't you? You wake up in the dark and hear the screaming of the lambs. And you think if you save poor Catherine, you could make them stop, don't you?
I don't know. I don't know.
Thank you, Clarice. Thank you.
Tell me his name, Doctor.
Dr. Chilton, I presume. I think you know him.
Tearing up.
Brave Clarice. Will let me know when those lambs stop screaming, won't you? Your case file. Goodbye, Clarice.
Man, their scenes are always so intense. He drew her with a lamb. Did he also ask to eat
Ready
lamb?
when you are, Doc. Son of a bitch demanded a second dinner. Lamb chops, extra rare.
What he wants for breakfast.
What's that?
Same drill as before, please. Mm-hmm.
The pen? Something from the pen?
Are you when you are, Sergeant Pembry?
He can't undo them?
Mind the drawings, please. Thank you.
Oh shit.
Jimmy, watch it. He's got this bill. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. Yeah, he's not dead. A knife? Pocket knife?
Ready when you are, Sergeant Pembry.
He's out. Oh my god. It's impressive that he did all that.
Sergeant Tate, he's alive.
Get a hold of him where you can feel his hands, son. Talk to him.
What do I say?
It's Jim Pembery. Now talk to him, damn it. Missing
Hey.
an arm.
Pembery, can you hear me?
Took Boyle's gun.
Where is he gonna go?
Looking good,
See
Pembery. You're gonna make it.
Clarice. Killed someone else.
There's a gun by his hand. He's not moving.
One warning. We need him alive.
That's not him.
Lecter, put your hands on your head.
I guess it could be because when he put the other guy up, he probably got covered in blood. I was gonna say he wasn't bloody at all. Like, not that much. Or maybe it's not even him. It was him?
Vital signs are good.
Oh no!
Pressure's 130 over 90. Yeah, that's right.
That's
90,
him!
84, and the patient is on 10 liters.
Oh shit! Oh my god! He literally took his face. He's making butterfly wings out of skin.
First girl taken, third body found. Why? What did Lecter say about the first principles?
Simplicity.
We covet what we see every day. Hot damn, Clarice.
You knew her.
But the other girl, he didn't know her.
I don't know nothing new to tell you. Police been back here so many times already. Her bedroom's how she left it.
He's making himself a woman's suit, Mr. Crawford, out of real women. And he can sew, this guy. He's very skilled. That's why they're all so big. He has to keep them alive so he can starve them a while, so that he can loosen their skin and take...
Starling, we know who he is and where he is. We're on our way right now.
Well, Chicago's only 400 miles from here. I'll be there in...
No, Starling.
There's not enough time. We want him for murder, not kidnapping. I need you to link him to the Bimmel girl before he's indicted. See what you can dredge up in Belvedere.
We wouldn't have found him without you. Nobody's gonna forget that.
At least of all me.
Didn't even call her to, like, tell her all of this?
Okay, precious, time for a little treat.
He's making himself a suit out of real woman's skin. That's what she said, right? Oh my god.
Precious!
Take the dog.
Who do you fuck with?
Come on, take that bone.
It was tucked in.
Did Frederica ever mention a man named Jamie Gum or James Gum? How about John Grant?
No.
Did you two ever work together? Or?
Oh, sure. Me and Pam Malavasi used to help her do alterations for old Mrs. Littman.
Can you give me Mrs. Littman's address? I need to talk to her.
So powerful. So beautiful.
Down here, you sack of shit!
Put her in that bucket.
Now you give me a telephone and lower it down here now!
I mean, that's smart. I'm just like, don't hurt the dog. But I mean, I would probably threaten a dog too. Seems to be the only thing that will make him care. Oh shit.
Hey, I'm married.
We're going in.
Good afternoon. Sorry to bother you.
Oh,
I'm
she's...
looking for Mrs. Lippman's family.
They have the wrong house.
No, Lippmans don't live here anymore. What's the problem, officer?
There's no one here, Jack. Clarice.
Your name is?
So she knew the whole time that they weren't after the good, the right guy.
You're a great big
Or
fat
right address, I guess.
She was a big girl, sir.
Mrs. Lippman had a son, though. Maybe he could help you. I got his card in here someplace. Do you want to come in while I look for it?
May I?
Yes, sure.
I'm not too sure if she knew that they were on the wrong lead or if he just said Clarice because he's worried about her.
Did she leave any records, any business records, tax forms, lists of employees?
Say, has the FBI learned something? The police around here don't seem to have the first clue.
Busted.
Have you got like a description, fingerprints, anything like that?
Be more obvious, dude.
Here's that number.
Freeze! Put your hands over your head.
Shoot him.
Spread your legs.
Shoot him.
Spread your legs. Put your hands in the back. Thumbs up. Freeze!
Took the gun. I say this all the time. Just like shoot him in the leg. You don't need to shoot to kill if you don't want to. Just shoot him in the leg. Especially like she knows he's Buffalo Bill, that he's the killer. Like shoot him in the freaking leg.
Catherine Martin? Yes! FBI! You're safe! Safe getting me out of here!
I've got to leave this room. I'll be right back.
No! Don't you leave me here, you fucking bitch! No! Don't you leave me here! This guy's fucking crazy! The other officers will be here any minute now!
Will they? Oh my god. No. Oh my god, no. Well done. Whew. Can I keep the dog? I would.
Gunpowder, it's nothing.
Agent Starling, how did you track Buffalo Bill to this address? Clarice M. Starling.
Congratulations.
Okay, but isn't Lecter still out there? Because they think he's dead?
Starling.
Well, Clarice, have the lambs stopped screaming?
He's out and about.
I have no plans to call on you, Clarice. The world's more interesting with you in it. So you take care now to extend me the same courtesy.
You know I can't make that promise.
I do wish we could chat longer, but I'm having an old friend for dinner. Bye.
He said I'm having an old friend for dinner. Oh, this dude. You know what? Have at it. I hope he tastes yummy. No, I'm kidding, obviously, but... Very nice. All right, for a few minutes I was confused on, you know how you think it's I think it's Crawford, his name. You think he's gonna break into the house where Buffalo Bill was, but then it's actually Clarice who found him, and they had the wrong house. So that was like, oh my god, okay, cool, like she found him. But I was a little bit confused on how she got the right address and they got the wrong one. I think it's not like that deep or complicated. I was trying to think of maybe like, you know, when they talked on the phone and he was saying that they were going to this place and she said, oh, so it's 400 miles away, and maybe she knew that they were going in the wrong direction. So she wanted to make sure that she would be the one to find him. But I think it's mostly just she was continuing her investigation. She just wanted to make sure because she was the one who decided to go to Frederica's house, and then she met her dad, and I think from there she just like started to investigate on her own, even though they said that like they found the location. Maybe she just wanted to make sure, double check with the people from around Frederica. And that way she got an address and she just went and had a look. Maybe she didn't know that it would actually be the right house. She just wanted to, you know, do her work. And if it ended up confirming anything for the other agents, then it would just confirm that they were doing the right thing. So, yeah, I don't think she was trying to, like, who would go on their own meet this guy, right? I wouldn't. So her going in alone, I don't think that was the plan. But she still, you know, she did really good. That scene where the lights are out and she's just like, that must be terrifying, because I'm afraid of the dark. I hate the dark. I always have to have a little light opened, you know, if it's in another room or something, so that it shines through the door. Like, I can't sleep in total darkness. I know, I'm a grown woman, but I don't like it. So that would be terrifying for me. Like, you close the lights, I can't see anything. I know there's, like, just in general, I would be like, oh my god, I hate this, I don't like this. But knowing that there's Buffalo Bill somewhere, you don't know where, he's just somewhere, he's around. I would curl up in a corner and just stay there. But you know what, Clarice is braver than I am. That's why she's in the FBI and I'm not. Yeah, that was a thrilling scene. And him cocking his, I believe that's the word, his gun gave him away, and I think hers was already cocked. So maybe that's why she was able to shoot him first and kill him. Good. Great job. We saved Catherine, aka Dr. Hahn from Grey's Anatomy, years later. We saved her so that she could become the best heart surgeon of her class and save many lives. Clarice did that. It's because of her. And we also saved the dog. Maybe we can give him a better life than to live in this musty, disgusting basement full of skin, women's skin. Other than that, the whole story in general was so freaking good. Like I mentioned, this is really like, I enjoy psychological thrillers. I absolutely love them, and I feel like this was a very good example of like horror and psychological thrillers together, and they did such a good job, because even before, because we did see Hannibal in action, like, you know, when he attacked these two people, when he bit that guy's face, and then we saw what he did, like hanging up the guy like, we saw what he's capable of, but even before seeing that, the movie really did a good job, and the actor, obviously, playing the character, he did such a good job at portraying this unhinged, but he looks so well, like, he looks so controlled and just, like, very calm, but you know, like, you know that he's looking at you, he's just, like, investigating you, basically. I know there's a better word for that, but I can't find it. And like they said in the beginning, like, don't tell him anything personal. You don't want him in your head. And he's also, like, very, very smart, right? He's a doctor. He's a psychiatrist. You can't go there and have the upper hand. You'll never have the upper hand with him. And I think that's so interesting because you almost have to, and we saw it in the first, I think it was the first meeting they had, like Clarice and him. She knew that and she played into it, but he probably knew that she would play into it. You know, she didn't try to look smarter or sound smarter than him because she knew that he was probably way ahead of her already. Just meaning that she, you know, she was like, oh yeah, I'm a trainee, so maybe you can tell me if I'm really in the right line of work and stuff. So, you know, she kind of knew to play it cool, and even like if he believed that like, oh my god, they're sending me a trainee, she was just like, yeah. But we know she's also smart, but she just, like, I think she did the right thing. Their first meeting was very interesting. And he also, they have this weird thing, you know how it happens in movies sometimes that, like, they have this kind of weird bond, and he's just like, yeah, in the end he's just like, yeah, I'm not gonna kill her, I'm not gonna kill you, but like, don't kill me either. So I think there's multiple, right? I think there's like at least another one, maybe two. Let me see. So there's this one, another, I see 4. Oh wait, so the one that I saw that I was talking about is Hannibal Lecter, The Origins. Well, I see the title in French right now, and basically it says like The Origins of Evil or whatever. So, and it's with the actor that I was talking about, Gaspard Ulliel. I think he's French. So I guess that would be him younger. That's the one I saw. But it's from 2007, so it's a long time ago. But still. Okay, so there's basically four movies. It's just the last one that is not with Anthony Hopkins. Interesting. Okay, so there's a lot other movies. So he's gonna be out and about, probably continuing this ongoing weird relationship with Clarice. She's gonna have to catch him, and he's gonna play mind games because that's what he does. And like I said, each and every one of their scenes was just amazing. You know, the close-ups on each of their faces, you would rarely see them in the same frame. You know, it would be like, it goes to him, it goes to her, it goes to him, but like close-ups of their faces, which brought the intensity to like here. And I really liked it. And I'm gonna look forward to watching the next one. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. That was The Silence of the Lambs from 1991. He's out. He's gonna live his life. He's gonna eat Dr. Chilton. And like I said, I mean, if he had to eat someone, absolutely. That's fine. You can eat him. It's after. It's like, stop. You know? I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time for another movie. Thank you so much for watching.